Hi, my name is Kathy O'Donnell, and I would like to introduce you to my course, Tools for Successful Online Learning and Job Search Strategies. This course is a fundamental level course, which is designed for students with diverse learning needs. It's expected that these students would have probably limited exposure to experience in e-learning and might be entering the course with a bit of trepidation. So I try to make the course as simple and as welcoming as possible. Um, the intent is that students are to become familiar with and develop competency in e-learning environment and to use effective online job search strategies. It's a non-credit course, 15 weeks long, delivered online with one face-to-face session. There's no prerequisites for the course. It's a course that could be offered through Disability Services as to support students who to give them some strategies for success in online and e-learning and online job search. And it also could be offered as part of a program like a career exploration program. Um, I designed the course with universal design in mind. So, you know, keeping in mind a few things that would be important to the learners. There are plain languages used throughout, so no complicated text. And pretty well all the text instructions are accompanied by a screencast like this one. So there's a lot of screencasts. I think there's 16, 17 screencasts within the course. So every module has at least one. So all text instructions, all assignments are accompanied with a video as well as the welcome videos and and a description of the module. Used a lot of bright images and high contrast images. I did have a problem getting rid of the, I have blue, I have quite a bit of blue on here, as you can see, and I couldn't seem to change the color of that. I've encouraged a lot of learner-to-learner interactions in the course through sharing and discussion posts, collaborative learning, use mentors and learning partners. There's most of the assessment is informal assessment, quizzes, and self-assessments at the end of each module. And within those quizzes, the feedback is immediate. So if the answer is right or wrong, kind of the answer is, repeated within the feedback. So it's just another learning technique. And learning activities and prompts are consistent throughout the module. And there's generous timelines for completion, so nobody would have any trouble completing it within those timelines. So let's get started. I'm going to run you through the course. So there's the landing page, which is the virtual classroom. Welcome to your virtual classroom. So a description of what the course is. And then these two, images, these are repeated through all the different through all the modules, just a bit of a prompt, learn and share your knowledge, because that's what the course is all about. So this landing page is the first screencast, the welcome. So they would click on here and they would get a screencast from me. And then there's, reading tips for success in learning in online environments. So I'm not going to open that right now. I'll go right to the modules. And then there's instructions here. So that's not a module. This is just the landing page. So, and then it starts with an orientation. Sorry, let me just say. There are 6 modules, and they are collapsed so that as you open them, you can either open them or close them. And in the welcome video, I've explained how to navigate the site. So there's orientation. So right away there's student support. That's right from the beginning. So I have virtual office hours, and that's very clear here. An email, discussion forum, and then the course information and learning activities. So this is just all introductory learning activities. Normally this would just be part of most people's course in the in the landing page, but I actually put it as a full introductory orientation module, even though it's 0. I mean, there's quite a bit to go through here. And then after that, I have the chats and forums, and this is also consistent throughout each module. So all the different chats and forums are listed after the learning activities on each module. And at the end of the module, we have an orientation, we have a quiz at the end of every module as well. So that's the first one, so I'm going to close that one. And what I'm going to bring you through is, I haven't loaded all of the modules. I've done 0 to 3. So 4, 5, and 6 are not completed. So let's do, I'll show you Tech Times, Who Am I? So this section this module is where students are learning about using e-learning tools that will help them be successful. And so they'll be introduced to different e-learning tools, and they will also do some research on social media and their digital footprint and how social media can impact employment. So there's a link right in the beginning from e-learning to online job search. So here in this module, it describes what the tasks are, and there's the learning activities. So I'm going to go through and open a couple of them. So it starts with pretty well, every module starts with a screencast. So I'm just going to open that. So this is what the students would see. So I'll be bringing them through the course. So once students have watched the screencast, so watch the recording, the video recording, they go through and there's a variety of assignments. So there's a mix of assignments and tasks, learning activities all the way through. I'm just going to pick, let's say, research or e-learning tools assignment. And they're very easy to read. They don't have to open up other documents or anything. So this is the actual assignment. So it gives the links right in the document. And the task here is, after they're going through the e-learning tools, is to add to the glossary. So let's go back here. And let's see something else on here. So they would go through all of this. We have I've created a wiki as a class wiki. So that's a collaborative learning activity where students go in and there's different, throughout the course, there's different tasks that they do to add to the class wiki. So they learn about wikis. There's a hangman game. That's just for fun. No, I mean, it's not graded at all. There's a couple of screencasts, some reading, and assignments on, who understanding what your digital footprint is, etc., etc. Now, within these assignments, like some of the tasks are actually just posts. So they would be asked to post to, let's say, e-learning tools discussion forums. So everything is in here, so they don't have to go over to the side to look for the different chat rooms and discussion forums. So let's say e-learning tools discussion forum, add a new discussion topic. So there's instructions on how to do that. So this is where they would add a description of their learning tool, and that would be for marks. So a couple of things. I'm not going to go through I'll just show you the modules here. So as you can see, there's this module, and then they go through Let's Get Together, Building Online Community and Networking. So you see that each module is consistent. There's a description, learning activities that are ordered, that are numbered, and then the chats, forums, wikis, the links are there, and then the quiz at the end. And the same with this one, career exploration, job search, the same format. and that's consistent through all the course, through all the different modules. So let's go back and close this. One of the challenges that the student support is available to students in chat rooms, and also easy access to the instructor, and a Skype call in the beginning is included in the beginning of the course. So a challenge. One of the challenges I faced when designing the course was my tendency to spend too much time focusing on design. The look and the feel of the course. I spent a lot of time looking for the right images and looking for the high contrast text, and creating the screencasts was simple, but it was time consuming, so that took a long time. And formatting, I had a real challenge with the formatting in the descriptions of the modules. It took a long time. So I found Moodle pretty awkward as far as formatting goes. What surprised me the most as I worked through the program, I was quite engaged with the idea. I became quite engaged with the idea of online learning. I found that I became quite excited about the idea that about the prospect that online learning could really help students with diverse learning needs. So it's an area that many people think, well, it's not going to be effective. It's not going to work. The attrition rate is too high. There's not enough engagement. But you know, I think that it is possible to have engagement in the course. The major hurdle I overcame was time constraints. I'd had a major move in the middle of the course, well, towards the end, and so once I left the course and came back to it, I felt like I was starting over again. So it took more time than I expected. My thinking has changed is kind of like what I was already talking about, that e-learning can be very effective for people with diverse learning needs. I think that you know, e-learning does have a bit of a bad name because there's such high attrition, because faculty are often faced with the task of loading their courses onto a Moodle shell and then offering it as a course. But then it's just basically doing text online. So I think that it is possible to have an engaging course and for it to be effective. So there you go. There's my course. And yeah, thank you for watching.